What is up, everybody? Circle Flex is here, bringing you guys another replay cast. This time around, it's not my own. I found it on whatreplays.com. I figure just for the lulz, I would, sift through some of the World Tanks replays and see what I can find. And I don't really play the E5 anymore. I free marked it way back when, probably like over a year ago, especially before the buffs to it. And back then, it was a beast. And with the HD, it's pretty much death incarnate. It's pretty much, the four horsemen rolled into one tank. And I figure I'll show you guys a replay, just pretty much showcasing how good this tank actually really is. We're here on steps. We're following Aku Gamer Tager. Probably mispronounced the ever shit out of it. We're just gonna call him Aku. And like I said, we're here on steps. Let's speed it up to regular speed as we go into the 8-9 flank here, as you usually go in steps, and the rest of the team seems to agree with us, so we have some backup. And boy, shall we need it, because here's pretty much, I don't know what that was. Hello, replay! But, so pretty much the whole entire team seems to be here. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-ish tanks. If you look on the mini-map here, luckily, like I said, he has the backup himself, as we put a really dodgy shot in the side of the E50M. Now, I've had those shots before. It's kind of like a latency thing. Luckily, I'm streaming, so nobody can call me out. But it's not like some kind of fancy hack or anything. It's just a really lucky shot into the side there, which is nice, because he also uses repair kit. And another thing I should mention is that there will be some heat, boys. It's gonna get warm. So if you get triggered by the heat shells, you probably want to turn it off, as we pen the lower plate of a VKB, which is kind of ridiculous since it's better than the upper plate. And I think he would probably be better off shooting the cheeks of the VKB. All of this flat armor, because this is going to be dodgy as balls as we bounce off it. Now, he is tracked, so he's perfectly standing still, and even if you move the turret, the only weak spot is really the turret, but this is not actually a weak spot. And I know the 5100 just penned it, and it could have been regular ammo, might be premium ammo. But the first shot bounced, so it's like an extremely weird weak spot to have. I much rather see it to be like a Liberté kind of weak spot. Maybe not as weak, because of course it's a tier 10. But I really feel that an E5 is like way too strong, because it has everything going for it. It's like the best medium, heavy, TD, RT, light tank. Like, it has everything. Fuel range, power to weight. The tank itself is not crazy big. It has a really good turret. Even the sides of the turret are pretty damn good. The tracks take up all the side, pretty much. I mean, you see the hull here. But it's ridiculous. It's good at fucking everything. It has pretty much the one of the best guns at tier 10 as well. Because it doesn't have the alpha. That's the only thing that E5 cannot do, is trade well. Like, if you get blasted for 700, you only shoot for 400 back. That's a bad trait. But anything else is pretty much good. Yeah, you're not as accurate as the tier 10 British or stuff like that. But let's be real. In 9 out of 10 times, you're better off in an E5 than any other tank, which is kind of ridiculous. And yes, there's some unnecessary heat right now against the IS-5. I'm guessing he loaded it mostly for the VKB, but really, he doesn't seem to give too many of a fuck. So, we're still fighting here. This is what Roll thinks. It's always cool when there's no artillery, you can actually fight. As he takes aim at the, well, I wouldn't say real weak spot on T-54, but there you go. And again, like, what the fuck is that guy gonna do against an E5 that is this hull down? Like, good fucking luck. You're not gonna do anything. And now you could say, well, Circon, that's what RT is for. But let's be real, any heavy tank could have been here and had a good time, like an IS-7 as well. But the IS-7 has, a little bit more awkward gun. It doesn't have the gun depression. It's lower to the ground, which might be an advantage in some cases, might not be. E5 works fucking everywhere. It works in cities, works in hills, it works everywhere. as he just tanks out the 5100 as well. So pretty good fight for us. His ally though, the SC1, just got ammo wrecked. He still has a lot of people behind him. It's mostly like some tier 8 low health. The gorilla, that's an heavy. So you know, it's a pretty good fight still. And instead of loading the heat, he goes for the HE right now. I'm not quite sure. He might go for the VKB here, or just shoot the T-34 and, you know, get a little bit of damage off. And he ends up going for the VKB here, only hitting it for 4, and showing his pretty much his entire side of the turret to the T-34, which still bounces. Like, this is what I mean. Like, the side of the turret is also still strong. I mean, he probably should have been penned there by the T-34. And as the VKB now kills the T-44, there's still a T-57 heavy there. And it's a bit unlucky that he didn't roll higher than 4 in the VKB, but honestly, shooting HE against VKB is dodgy as fuck. If I were to shoot it, I would just shoot it in the turret front, in the flat armor, just like as you would shoot heat. Because then the explosion would probably go into the engine deck, right? Now he doesn't get the kill on the VKB, and he proceeds to load the AP now. He's fired like 14 heat, of which like 7 were necessary. But you know, YOLO. You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. So T-34 here, one of the best pens at tier 8 for heavy, certainly. And there's a gorilla behind it as well who gets spotted, but he only loses his tracks. And then proceeds to miss the T-34 completely. I don't know, it's probably because of the broken gun. Usually these ranges, this gun, you can do these snapshots with all day. And the T-44 clearly was aiming for the cupola, but because it's rocking back and forth and the gun is not that accurate, it's just extremely hard to hit anyway. Now the gorilla is of course another thing, and the T-44 does manage to hit him there. And I think he might have actually hit the cupola and just bounced again, or it was this shot. Kills the T-44 because obviously it also has a really good reload. Again, it's a really comfortable tank, like it's just good at everything. There's no awkward thing about it. As he proceeds to pretty much murder the gorilla. Still has HE loaded, which is absolutely fine because the CDC also has no armor. It gets kind of lucky there, not just hitting the tracks. Has one more HE shell for him. And gets his 5th kill there on the CDC. And now it's kind of equal 10 against 11. The SP1C seems to be AFK, from what I can tell on the minimap. Still has the broken gun going on, and I think it's a replay bug because he probably uses repair kit already. I'm guessing, I'm not entirely sure. Because why would you not use it earlier? But he might be waiting on it. So E75 get, oh see, so he didn't use his bracket yet. I heard there was a replay bug there, but with the broken gun he actually misses the lower plate of the E75 who was tracked there. Bit of an unfortunate shot. It might as well have been hit as well. So he's pretty much on the front lines. There's a Moots behind him on the enemy team, but also right middle it's T7 heavy. Puts a nice shot in the gorilla, high rolls as well for like 466 or so. And then his teammates puts a shot in the gorilla as well, but the gorilla kills the last remaining heavy there, the T-57 heavy. The Moots is here as well, apparently. He moved out. No problem, senor. Just run him over. And then there's the stock Tiger too, which, you know, if he gets side shots, can still hit him. But if you don't give him the chance, excellent shot there. And being a German heavy, you know, he also gets spent and everything, or gets damaged by hitting the tracks the way he did. And this is just like murder. Like, this is a heavy tank. He's like, oh, right. So he had the speed of going downhill and everything. Doesn't fucking matter. You can even, like, he'll show the side there a little bit as well. Bounces another shot. +2 matchmaking at his fucking finest. Finishes him off. And now there's an E75 left and SP1C, who I think is AFK because we should have seen him already. So the E75 is here. He's on 1200 health. E75 is still, you know, a target to take down. He can two-shot you if he has the big gun, but let's reveal the E75 with the reload and everything is just gonna chew right through it. Gets you know, it's a bit of a weird shot to take on the lower plate, honestly. He should have just gone around, used his mobility. Like, look at this. Heavy tank on heavy tank, but the E5 looks like a freaking medium. And the E75 is one of the faster like heavies as well. Like it's not like a PKB or anything. Finishes the E75 off for the 8th kill, absolutely murdering everything, and just showing that the E5 is pretty fucking insane, guys. Like, I think the Cupola weak spot should come back. You know, things were doing fine without it. Because then it's still buffed, because the HD model buffed the hull. So, yeah, I am all for it, but I think a lot of people would probably get salty if you were to do that. As we speed up the replay a little bit, otherwise this video is going to take forever. The SPLC is actually still AFK, which is super lucky because he only had one shot left. He might have actually been in trouble otherwise. Could have maybe capped or something like that, but it would have been awkward. Luckily, the SPLC is AFK as a treat for absolutely murdering the enemy team here. Now, he's being a bit cheeky here because obviously if you kill somebody with your last shot and that wins the game and stuff, you get a fade-ins. So he's just making sure that the health of the SPLC is low enough for him to one-shot with the one shot he has left to get the fade-ins medal as well, being super cheeky here. But I would do the same. There's like more than enough time. Make sure he is on low health. And then he's like, you know what? I could actually just cap. So I'm just going to speed this up. And he's being ultra cheeky here. He's just like, you know what? I'll just go cap. Fuck it. Why not? And then the last shot, he waits. And caps. And wins the game. So, yeah. Doing a little replay cast here on replays I find on replays, watchreplays.com. If you have a good replay, just show it in the comments. And then if other people upvote it, I'll just check it out. I'm not going to make any promises if I will showcase it. But if you want to have the chance of... you know, link it in the description below, and you know, make sure it's like the latest patch and stuff, so I don't run into issues running the replay itself. However, let's take a look at those post-game stats real quick. Let's see here. So obviously a victory. We lost money because he shot some unnecessary heat. Let's be real here. At least 7 of those were like unnecessary as balls, but who, in the end, who really cares? He mostly lost credits as well because of the consumables. Oh no, wait, he had some in the bank, so he didn't lose money there. It would have been the extra 20k, 70k in vehicle, 93,000 on ammunition there. Doing over, oh my god, doing over 10,000 damage in an E5, 1,629 basic speed in a tier 10. That's ridiculous. I've done it in tier 9s, but tier 10s? I'm not even sure. He racks up all the medals, obviously getting the cheeky fade-ins and the really cheeky invaders. Fade-ins and invaders. Super cheeky there, but I mean, who wouldn't do that in that situation? Pretty damn good replay, carrying the team like no tomorrow. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks to him, you know, uploading it. I guess we can use it. Aku Gamer Tager from the Yeti clan, thanks again for your upload. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and you know, check out other videos. I'll put a link down there as well to some other, maybe an E5 video, maybe something else, maybe both. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. Peace out.